Have you ever set big goals at the start of the year, only to feel disappointed when you couldn't stick to them? Maybe you promised yourself you'd hit the gym, eat healthier, or start a new habit, but somewhere along the way, life got in the way. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism when our resolutions fall apart. But the truth is, failing to keep resolutions isn't a sign of weakness. Let's discuss positive, practical strategies to help you reset, refocus, and move forward without guilt. Studies show that 80% of people abandon their resolutions by mid-February. Why is that? The answer lies in the fact that willpower alone isn't enough to drive lasting change. We often set lofty goals without considering the systems and strategies needed to support them. Real, meaningful change requires more than just good intentions. It requires a strategic approach and the flexibility to adapt when things don't go according to plan. Instead of viewing a failed resolution as a personal failure, try to see it as valuable feedback. Ask yourself, what didn't work? What obstacles got in the way? What can I do differently next time? Think of it like this. Every time you set out to build a new habit or achieve a goal, you're conducting an experiment. The key is to approach the process with curiosity and a willingness to iterate. Every successful person you know has faced their fair share of setbacks. They use them as stepping stones, as opportunities to learn and refine their approach. Now that we've reframed failure as a valuable source of information, let's explore how to use that information to our advantage. The first step is to shift the language we use when we talk to ourselves about our goals. Instead of dwelling on what you didn't achieve, ask yourself, what did I learn from this attempt? This simple shift in perspective can make all the difference. For example, instead of saying, I failed at my diet, try saying, I learned that extreme restrictions don't work for me and I need to find a more sustainable approach. This subtle change in language is powerful because it transforms failure from a dead end into a detour. It acknowledges that while you may not have reached your destination yet, you've gained valuable insights along the way that will help you get there eventually. Remember, failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the process. Tip number 1. Adjust your goals, make them work for you. One of the most common reasons why resolutions fail is that we set unrealistic expectations. We aim for radical transformations instead of focusing on small, incremental changes. This all-or-nothing mindset often leads to burnout and disappointment. The key to setting yourself up for success is to make your goals work for you, not against you. Instead of aiming for a complete overhaul, try scaling back your goal to something more manageable. If going to the gym 5 times a week proved too difficult, adjust it to twice a week. Remember, progress is still progress, no matter how small it may seem. If you find yourself struggling to set realistic goals, consider using the SMART goal framework. By making your goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, you can create a roadmap for success that is both challenging and attainable. Remember, setting goals is not about achieving perfection, but about making meaningful progress in your life. Tip number 2. Focus on systems, not just goals. Successful people don't just focus on setting ambitious goals. They invest their energy in building systems that make progress almost inevitable. Think of it this way, your goals are your desired outcomes, while your systems are the processes that support those outcomes. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, your system might involve meal prepping healthy lunches, tracking your calories, or joining a fitness class. The problem with focusing solely on goals is that they're often tied to external validation. Systems, on the other hand, are about the process, the daily actions we take to become the best version of ourselves. By focusing on building sustainable systems, you shift your attention away from the fleeting satisfaction of achieving a goal to the intrinsic reward of showing up for yourself every day. This subtle shift in mindset can make all the difference in your long-term success. Tip number 3. Celebrate small wins. Our brains are wired to seek out and savor rewards. When we achieve something, no matter how small, our brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and motivation. This surge of dopamine reinforces the behavior, making us more likely to repeat it in the future. This is why celebrating small wins is so crucial for staying motivated on the journey to achieving our goals. Each small victory, each step in the right direction, deserves to be acknowledged and celebrated. Instead of waiting to reach the finish line to celebrate, find ways to acknowledge your progress along the way. by breaking down your goals into smaller, more manageable milestones and celebrating your wins along the way. You can maintain your momentum and make lasting progress. Resolutions aren't about being perfect. They're about growth. They're about striving to become the best version of ourselves one step at a time. If you've fallen off track, remember, you can always start again. Embrace the ups and downs, celebrate your wins, and never underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's one goal you're resetting today? We'd love to hear from you.